Hello everyone, my name is Fleur and today for our Pilates session, please have a little weight ready. So it could be a can of beans, could be a little weight ball like I'm using, or a water bottle. But we don't need it just yet, just put it to the side. Okay everyone, so bring your feet underneath your hip bones, have your feet facing forward. So if you look down, just see that your toes are facing forward, not turning out. Side of your feet parallel to the side of the mat. And then come standing just nice and tall and start with rolling your shoulders. Lift them all the way up towards your ears and then roll them back and then down. And then roll them forward. And all the crunchy bits, lift them up, roll them back and down. Two more. Rolling forward. Really imagine you're lifting them up to your ears, all the way back and down. Keeping the arms just hanging by your side. Lift them up. Last one. And roll them back. And down, minor crunching, ready. And then draw the shoulders back, keep the belly slightly engaged, lift them all the way up to the ears, forward, and then down. And again, roll the shoulders back, lift up, roll forward, and down. Last one, rolling back, all the way up, and then bring them back down. Good. From here, take a little bend in your knees, breathe in, lift your arms all the way up to the ceiling. And then bending your knees a little bit and then squeezing the arms back. And then again, breathing in, pushing into the floor, lift the arms up, bend your knees and bring the arms back. And just do that a little bit softer, a little bit faster, go sideways. So just a little bend and lifting the arms up. And then a little bend. Neck is nice and soft and arms up, finding that position nice and straight. And again, lift. And again. If you want a little bit more, starting to activate your core, come onto your tiptoes just for a little moment, pushing up, woo, difficult, and again, down, and then come onto your tiptoes. Otherwise, just do 3 more, just standing, and have a little lift, pushing up, and again, bend. Good, safely, that's it, try to hold it up. Last one, just to see how we're doing, and then slowly bring the heels back down towards the floor. Good, from here, feet again, if they moved, they probably haven't. We're going to just move our weight just a little bit into our heels and coming forward. And then again a little bit back into your heels. Notice what happens here. So you're not pushing your hips back, you're just trying to keep nice and straight. And then again lengthening through the crown of the head, feeling how the core starts to engage. Good. Leaning back. And then try to keep this engagement. On your inhale, you're just going to lift your toes off the floor. So toes lift, and exhale, bring them back down. And then again, lift your toes, and bring them back down. Good. Feel how when your toes lift, you lean backwards, oops, just a little bit. This engages, and then bring the toes back down. Let's move the arms as well. Inhaling, start to lift your toes. Lift your arms to the height of your shoulders and exhaling, come back, then draw the hands back as if you're pushing them backwards. And again, inhaling, lift your toes, arms come up to the height of your shoulders and then drawing the arms back. Now you can stay here or you can lift the arms a little higher. Breathing in, lift your toes, pressing into the balls of the feet, lift the arms a little higher. Exhaling, you can draw the arms back or if you want, come to your tiptoes. So pushing upwards through the crown of the head. Well done everyone. Inhaling. Again, just lifting the toes or reaching the arms up and exhaling out through the mouth. Imagine pushing something up, fingertips reach back, shoulders down. Let's do 4 more. Inhaling, your variation, try and keep the arms nice and straight. Exhaling back. 3 more. Try and focus softly on something in front of you. 2 more. Really press down into the heels and then lifting up. And then 1 more, inhaling. Really control the ascent and the descent. Good, well done, Louise. And then slowly coming back down. Give the legs a little shake. Bring the hands on top of your head, just one on top of the other. Relax your shoulders. And we're just going to come into a little lift up through the chest. Breathing in. Reaching your heart up, keep your shoulders relaxed, and exhaling, draw your chin to chest, round the spine just so that you're looking down to the feet, and then again inhaling, open the chest. Try and imagine you want to reach up through your collarbones. Neck is nice and long. Exhaling, chin to chest. 2 more. Inhaling, chest lifts up. Imagine your ribs are moving away from the hips. And exhaling down. And the last one, inhaling to lift. And exhaling, coming back to center. Bring the arms out to the side. And then from here, just starting to reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And then exhaling, arms down. Inhale, try to widen the arms nice and long, out to the side and up. Try to relax your shoulders. Exhaling all the way down. And then inhaling all the way up. Really notice the quality of movement that you're doing. And exhaling, arms down. And then starting making little circles. Arms forward, all the way up, out to the side, and down. And again, arms forward. Hey, hello Audrey, no, all the way down. It's not Audrey. No, it is that, and Rosie. Good, well done. One more round, arms forward, and then all the way up to the side and down. Let's change direction, out to the side, lift them up, forward and down. Out to the side. Good. Notice how long you can get when you reach your arms up. How the skin of the side stretches. Last one here, and then bring one hand down to the side. What's this? This is your right hand, my left, so after your right hand reaches up, left hand is on your thigh. Take a breath in, slowly lean over towards the left, and then on your exhale, rolling yourself back up. 3 more, inhaling, lengthen to the side. Think of length through that arm, exhaling, your obliques draw you back up. 2 more, inhaling, lengthen to the side, and exhaling back up. Keep your neck nice and long. And 1 more, inhaling to the side, and exhaling, pulling yourself back up. Change sides, reach up the other arm, and then breathing in to the side. Keep the weight nice and even in the feet, even though the right foot will be a little bit more pushed to the ground. Try and avoid the pulling inwards, so you want to stay in one line. And last one. And back up. Rosie, can't see what happened to your camera. Bring the arms out to the side and then take your weight. I'm going to work a little bit into feeling the core muscles engage with just one weight, so you don't need 2. So having the hands by your side, have the weight in your left hand, and we're just slowly starting to reach our arms forward. Notice what happens in your core as you raise up through the arms all the way up, and then slowly bring them back down. The weighted hand will want to come down faster or slower, so you have to try and focus on keeping them moving at the same time. Exhaling, move the arms up, take an inhale, and exhaling again, drawing them back down. One more time, inhaling, and exhale, lift up. Inhale here, and exhaling, as if you're pushing something down again. Change the hands, bring the weight into the other hand 3 times, and again, lifting up. If you're doing it nice and correctly, you want to try to draw the ribs in, the belly in and up, and the feet press down. Keep going in your own breath rhythm. Exhaling when you move, inhaling at the top, and exhaling back down. Last one. Is that the last one? No, one more. Good. And again. From here, next one. Keep the same arm happening out to the side. Hold it here for a moment. Good. Feel that weight in your right hand. And now start little circles. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change direction for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Reach the arms up. To change over at the top, other side, bring the arm out to the side. Good. Hold it here for a moment. And then little circles. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change direction. 4. Reach out with the fingers. 3, 2, and 1. Well done, and slowly lower the arm back down. Good. All right, from here, remove the ball, your weight to the side, put it on the side where you can reach it easily. Coming back into your squat. So from here, bending your knees slightly so the knees are in the middle of your feet. Reach your arms forward, palms facing down. All right, hold it here. Draw the navel in and just feel the connection to your core. Keep your neck nice and soft, shoulders are relaxed down. Good. And then from here, just making arm circles again, reaching up the arms. And then bring them back forward. Just 2 more. Arm circles. Activating the core in your little squat. Oh, I'm moving my plants to the side. And one more out here to the side. Good. Bring the arms back out to the side and standing back up. Good. And then bring the arms back behind you. Start to reach your fingertips back and just do little pulses backwards. So opening through the shoulders for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's loosen this up a little bit by bringing the right arm forward and the left arm back, and then swinging the arms to the side, bending your knees. And again, bend the knees, swing the arms either side, and then just move it nice and softly. Make sure you're not hitting any furniture in front or the back. That's one sideways. That's it. Just loosen up the shoulders, everything that we have just moved. Good. Nice and soft. And then if you like, you can do the extension, bring the arms all the way up, and then continuing the movement, continuing that rolls a bit like a windmill. If this confuses you, just do a few more back and forwards. So you're doing nicely, so the body rotates and then drops the arms. The arms come up and then one arm goes forward, one arm goes back. And then go the other direction. Drop the arms and then they just continue the movement until the chest comes forward again. Then turn to the other side and drop the arms, bending your knees. Give it a go. This is always a great one. Confuse everyone. Like, whoop. That's it, Isabel. Last one. And then bring the arms up and reach them out to the side and back down. Bring the hands onto your hips. Well done. Come back to center, feet hip width apart. Let's transfer our weight nice and slowly into the right leg, as if you want to lift the heel, but you're not lifting it just yet. Pressing down into the foot and then change over to the other side. Pressing into the other heel, leaning back so you're not pushing the hip out. You want to feel you're pressing down, and again, changing over the weight to the right foot and start to lift the heel a bit. Lengthen the leg away and then bring the foot down, and again, transfer the weight out to the side. Make it nice and controlled so that you're not losing your balance. Good, Francesca, that's it. Good. Notice what's happening, pushing down to your foot. Weight is in the side of the foot and the heel. Good. Breathing out, lifting the leg. One more round, pressing down to the left foot, lifting the right. Good, and then from here come back to center. And then from here find the weight again evenly in your legs. And then press again into your right foot and lengthen your left foot forward. Good. Bend your knee and hold it here for a moment. Straighten the leg and step it back down. And again, transfer the weight. Bring your weight into your left foot. Lengthen your leg forward. Bend your knee. Straighten it. And step it back down. And again, one more time. Lifting up the leg. Bend the knee. And straighten. And slowly bring it back down. It's a bit harder if you have to do it with a straight leg. And then lengthen the leg away from you. Bend the knee. Straighten the leg. And step it back down. Good. To the back. Transfer the weight into your right leg. I'm going to go backwards and lengthen your left leg away from you. Tomorrow. And then bring the leg forward again. Transfer the weight and kick back with your heel. Kick the heel back and then place the foot back down. Control it again. Kicking back with your heel. And then control, bring it back. It can't go very fast, so try to keep your upper body steady, so you're not leaning forward. Good. Lovely. Come back to center. We're going to come back to the front. So from here, hands to your hips. Press down into your right foot. Breathe in. And then lift up your left leg. Bend the knee. I'm just going to start to straighten the leg. Extend it and bend it. And again, extending, exhale. Inhale to bend. And extending. 3. Inhale to bend. Relax your shoulders. Extending, holding it there. Small little circles 4 times. 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Change direction. 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Well done. Bend your knee again. And step it down. Other side. Press down to the foot. Lift up your left leg. Keep the hips steady. And then 4 times. Straighten. And bend. And straighten. Use something. If you feel very wobbly, you can hold on to. That's it. And 3. And bend. 4. Holding it there. Little circles. 1. 2. Isabel, push up to the ground. 3. Yep. 4. And down. All the way around. 4. 3. 2. Good breath. That's it. 1. And then bend the knee again. And send it back down. Hard work, right? So small. And so, whoa. Okay. Now we're going to go into the sides. Again, working here into the sidelines. So placing again. This is the last one. Promise, promise. Leg out to the side. Press down into your standing leg. And you can reach your arms out to the side as well if you like. For a little bit more balance. Or hold on to something if you have a wall or a chair next to you. Lift up your left leg. Just a few inches off the floor. And we're going to do little pulses up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bend your knee. Just swing the arm up for a moment. Come to the side, press into your standing leg, out with the right leg, and then little pulses. For 4, 3, 2, that's it, and 1. Bending your knees. One more time, out to the side. Good, little circles this time. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change direction. 4, 3, release the shoulders a bit more. 2, and 1. Bend your knees. Shake out the arms. Other side. Arms out to the side. Lift that leg. Hold the balance first. Little circles one direction. 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep breathing and release. Well done. Shake out the arms. Good. Give the arms a little shake. And then roll your shoulders one more time. Okay, good. And then from here, we're just going to come into our neck and head for a moment. So to start by just looking to your left. Just turning to the left. And focus with your eyes as well. So see what you're seeing. And then coming back to center. And then looking to your right. Again, take in what you're seeing. Come back to center. And then looking up. Look up. Keep the mouth open. And come back to center. And then looking down. Coming back to center. Placing your left ear to the left shoulder. So letting the left ear drop to the left shoulder. Roll down to the chest. Coming back up. And then right ear to right shoulder. And rolling down to the chin. And then back up. And then look up. Look at the ceiling. As if there's an aeroplane looking towards your right, left. Come back to center. A little half circle. And then look up again. And then the aeroplane is going to the right. And you're going to come back to center. Good. Come back to center. Looking forward. Place your left hand onto your left cheek. And you're going to try and look towards the window. That's your left. So try to look towards the left as you press your hand against your cheek. It will sound a little funny, So keep just pressing for, pushing against your cheek. Francesca, bring the head forward a little bit and then press the hand against it. That's it. As if you don't want to look to the left and your hand is preventing you. Hold it for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release the hand and just see if you can look a little bit further than you could before. And then draw your chin to the chest. Roll back up. And let's look, or try to look towards your right. Press your right hand against your cheek. Hold it, press, hold. Isabel, move your head a little further forward. That's it, and then press your hand against it. There we go. So don't let your hand is preventing it. And then release and start to look towards your right. See there's a bit more space in your neck. And then roll your chin down towards the chest and roll back up. And let's do a whole neck circle. So coming up, look upwards. And then just see if it's okay for you to look further to the side. If that doesn't work for you, just do a side roll with your head, then look forward, and then go the other way. Or see if you can do a whole circle. Slow down, Sophie. Slow down, slow down. That's it. You might feel that you hear the little crunchiness in your neck. Good. And then take this movement a little bit more into your shoulders, so you become like as if you've made out of jelly. You suddenly become a complete jelly baby. Upper body, rolling all the way back. And you can take it a little bit further, so you're rolling over the side, and then rolling up the other side, rolling back. You can take this movement very small, or you can take it a bit bigger. And then just do one more in one direction. So take it smaller, or if you want to go all the way down, and rolling all the way back up, and back you can. Good. Ooh, sometimes you get a bit dizzy, so just come to center, raise your arms up for a moment. If you do get dizzy, that's always a good help. Let's go the other way. So whatever way you just went, I went this way, so I have to go this way. So again, rolling around. So what we're challenging there sometimes a little bit, so be mindful, is the balance in the middle of our ears. So just take it slower if you sometimes get a bit dizzy. Or you can just go sideways. And then just going down a little bit, so moving into the body. Good. And then just do a little bigger one if you like. That's it. And then the last one. And coming back up. Oh, that surprised me. Now I got dizzy. Interesting. So I'm going to raise my arms back up. Usually I don't, but sometimes that happens. So I totally relate if that happens to you. So we're going to come now to the end of our mat for our roll down. So from here we're going to have a nice roll down through the middle. If you like an alternative, you can also just bend your knees, come halfway rolling down, and then do a cat-cow curl midway. And then round through the spine and come back up. So that's an alternative if you don't want to go all the way down. Yeah. So I'll show you the other way, breathing in, and then start to draw your chin to the chest. Let your head roll forward, and then move your hips slightly backwards so that the arms can hang freely forward. Round the upper back. So really just maybe having the head in line with your hips. And then you can roll back up again if you like, or go further by bending your knees and then rolling all the way down. Taking a few moments here to feel into the back of the legs, maybe putting the weight a little bit forward into the balls of the feet. And then when you're ready, taking a breath in, lean a little bit into your heels, press the floor away with your feet, and start to tap your tailbone under so it goes forward, stacks over your knees, and then your spine rolls up to standing. Do 2 more in your own time. Any variations welcome. So breathing in, you can just go halfway, or you can bring the hands onto your knees and do a little cat-cow curl in between. And you just want to mobilize the spine, flexing. That's it. Rosie, relax the neck, let the head hang. Give it a little shake maybe. That's it. Yes. That's it. You can hold your elbows if that's nice. Then let them go, so if you let the arms go. Yes. And then the last one, let's all come down together. So chin to chest, we're rolling down, tucking the tailbone slightly under so that you feel the upper body release down, the lower back gets stretched, and then the hips go back slightly. And then from here, bending your elbows, bending your knees a little bit, you can hang forward. But please, if you have a slight dizziness tendency, then you can also just bring your elbows onto your knees and just hold here for a moment. Maybe tuck the tailbone under. Not staying here too long. And then walking your hands forward, bend your knees and bring your knees down so that we are in tabletop position. Hands underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hips. Good. Find the length through your spine. Engage your core a little bit. And let's just start with our cat-cow curls. So again, finding the neutral spine first of all. Take a breath in. On your exhale, tuck your tailbone. Push into your hands, into the heels of the hands, and then round to the shoulders. Looking down towards your navel. On your inhale, starting to soften the belly towards the floor, and then roll the shoulders back and open the chest forward. In exhaling, tucking tailbone, rounding through the spine. Just 2 more. Stretching the middle of the shoulder blades. Inhaling to open up through the chest. And exhaling to round. 1 more, inhaling to open. And exhaling to round. And then from here, keeping your hands underneath your shoulders. Use your weight if you like, but it can be quite heavy with the weight. So make sure that you only use a weight if you're feeling strong, or you can just lay it down. So using the hand in the weight in your right hand, have it by the side, and then take a breath in, press into the left hand, and reach out with the right arm just to a little height. We don't want to lift the shoulders to the ear. You want to feel what happens in your core there, and then bring it slowly back down. Take a breath in and decide if you want to work with a weight or not, and then exhaling again, raise the arm out to the side. Notice when you lift it too high how you're starting to also activate your neck muscles and it becomes a little strained. So just have them halfway, that's absolutely fine. Lower the weight again on the inhale. 1 more time, exhaling, lift the weight a few inches off the floor, out to the side. Good. And then from here, make a half circle. So bring the weight behind you with the palm facing up. And then move the arm out to the side and bring the palm forward. Just 2 more. Bring the arm back. And then out to the side. You can do this also without the weight. Feel it in your core. Press down your hand. 1 more. Arm goes back. Belly in. Pulls up to the spine. And arm goes forward. Well done. Bring the weight down. Change hands. Right hand down to the floor. Go slightly sideways. And then arm out to the side so that it's right on the side, lifting up, not pulling back. Lifting up 3 times on your exhale. And then back down. Good. Doesn't have to be high. Keep the shoulder rolled away from the ear. And back down. Long legs, everyone, well done. And last one, lift it up. And then move the hand backwards towards your hip. And then do a half circle, rotating the shoulder, bringing the arm forward. Palm facing in. And again, moving the arm back slowly. Take an inhale, belly in. And again, arms forward. Last one. Arm moves slowly back. And arm moves forward. Good. And then lay the weight down. And then sit back on your heels. Reaching the arms either forward, or you can bend them and rest your forward on them, or rest your forward on the floor and give your hips a little shake. Well done. Going to again a little bit of twisting movement now. So from here coming back onto your hands and knees. Weight is on the side for now. And then place your fingertips onto your temple or the hand lightly behind your head, but not pressing the head down. I'm going to take a breath in. Just push into your left hand. So you're not trying to lift the elbow up because again that can tense your neck. And then just bring the tip of your elbow towards your left wrist. Breathing in, lift the arm just a little, pressing into left hand, and then reach your right elbow towards the left wrist. One more, arm lifts a little bit, keep the shoulder away from the ear, and tap your left wrist. This time extend your right arm out to the side, pressing into the left hand, and then slide the arms through the gap. Rest your right cheek on the mat, and you can lengthen your left arm forward in front of you, or you can reach out your left arm. Maybe wriggle a little bit through the hip, and feel where the stretch is happening in your spine. Look, there we go. Let your head come down, Francesca. Rest your head on the mat. Your right cheek. That's it, you got it. And then slowly coming back, bringing your left hand in front of your face, and then press the floor away so you come back to the tabletop position. And let's do the other side. So from here, left hand onto your temples or gently behind your head, and just reach out, pressing into the right hand. So you feel that your chest is moving to the left. Try not to just think about your elbow lifting. You want to press down to the hand and then tap with your elbow towards your right wrist. Breathing in, elbow lifts up. That's it, Rosie. And then bring the elbow to the wrist. Slow it down. Use your breath and tap the wrist. That's your knee, the wrist. Good. And then reaching the arm up, stretching out through the arm, pressing down the right hand, and then slide the hand in between your armpit and the right hand. Bring the head on the floor, and then you can bring the hand forward to the right arm or reach it up. Good. Any variations where you feel you're expanding into the left rib cage with your breath. Take a few breathers here. And then coming back, bring the hand back in front of your face. Press the hands into the floor. Come back to your tabletop position. A little bit of hovering now. Tuck your toes under. It's a nice little toe stretch. Press into the hands. If this is really difficult for your wrist, you can also do this on your elbows and maybe interlace the hands with the head soft. So this will be a nice alternative variation, trying to push into your elbows. Or hands underneath your shoulders. Take a breath in, press into your hands, and then try and lift your knees off the floor and then lower them down slowly. Good, that's it. And again, lifting the knees and lowering them. If you want a little bit more, try and lift and hold it here and try little pulses. Otherwise, do 3 more lifts in your own time. We'll do 6 little pulses. Good, everyone. Long neck. Good, Sophie. That's it as well. And slowly release back down. Whew. And then from here, untuck the toes, give them a little tuck, and then we're going to sit on one side and bring our legs out in front of us. We're going to come to half roll downs. So feet hip width apart, bringing your hands onto your knees first of all to find a nice length through your spine from your sit bone all the way up to the crown of the head. Make sure that you come a little bit further, that's the finish. So you have space behind you. I'm actually a little bit far forward. Good. Roll your shoulders back. And we're going to focus on the core movement. So as if we're trying to draw the chest in a little bit. So softening our breastbone backwards and coming back up. So moving as this. Breathing in on your exhale. Tilt your tailbone underneath you. Draw your belly in and soften your breastbone backwards. And then coming back up on your inhale. Exhaling again. Rolling back a little bit until you feel your core engage. And inhaling, coming back up. 2 more. Rolling backwards. And inhaling back up. Next one, we're going to roll back and hold. Who's here in the dark? Can't see you. Hold it here, feeling your core. Good. And then from here, see if you can let go of your arms for a moment and hold it with the arms just hovering above your knees. If that's too much, just hold your knees. Good. 2 more breaths. Hold and breathe. Good. And slowly coming back up. Well done. Stretch out the chest. And again, we're going to roll back down. Let go of the legs and start to move your legs out and in. And out and in. Good. Move them out, out, in. And then change legs. Start with the other leg. Leg out, leg in, leg in. Leg out, tapping the floor, leg in. And again, return back. Seated up. This should start to feel burning now, more like activating, breathing in, and then again, rolling back down. Good, everyone. Lovely. Now we're going to move the arms. So from here, bring your hands together, palms touching, and start making a shape of an 8, a lying down 8 on your back. Good. Keep the arms straight if you can. Shape of 8. A bit sideways, so you see it. Nice, Sophie. Well done. Good, Ruth. And then change direction. Other 8. Keep going. Keep breathing through it. Good, Isabel. Reaching through the arms. Whoo! And then bring the hands back onto your knees and come back up. Really good. So this is starting now to really activate. So this is a preparation for our crisscross. So a little twisting movement. You can have an alternative. So I'll show you the alternative in a moment. We're going to start rolling ourselves down all the way onto the back. Roll yourself slowly down and bring your feet a little bit further in. So from here, feet are hip width apart. Bring your hands behind your head and neck. Don't interlace your hands, just rest one hand on top of the other. Bring your elbows out to the side and then feel the connection of your hip bones on the floor. Have a little gap underneath your lower back, so you're in a neutral position of the spine. And then just rolling our chin a little bit forward, our ribs soften down towards our hips, elbows are lifting away from us, we're not pulling on our head, and then rolling back down. 3 more. Rolling and peeling the shoulders off the floor, lifting up through the heart, and rolling back down. 2 more. Slowly lifting up, keeping the elbows moving outwards to the side, and back down. And last one, lifting it up and holding it here. Good. Alternative to crisscross. You're going to lift up your right leg and just lift your left collarbone towards the right leg and then stepping it back down. And then you're going to lift the left leg and your right collarbone is coming towards the right knee and back down. So this is your alternative. If you want to do it a little bit stronger, you're going to lift up your right leg, lift up your collarbones, lengthen your left leg away, and you're going to start twisting. So same movement, just do a few repetitions in your own time. Choose which variation you want to do. Do it nice and controlled for another 6 and 5. When we can do it a little bit slower, stepping down the legs one at a time. 5, 4, 3, keep breathing. 2, I'm going to do the alternative. And 1, and lie on your back. Woo, well done everyone. Good strong workout. Now bring the hands by your sides, so palms facing down to the floor. And feet again hip width apart, bring them a little bit closer towards you, so knees are pointing up. Keep your shoulders heavy on the floor, head heavy on the floor, hip bones heavy on the floor. We're going to peel ourselves off the floor now, so start to tilt your tailbone towards your heels so that the lower back is pressing down to the floor, and then start to roll yourself up. So you're coming into a bridge. Knees are pointing forward and away, hips are opening to the ceiling, your ribs are not poking out, so you're drawing your ribs still in, you're engaging your glutes. Hold it here and breathe, feeling the weight on your shoulders. And then slowly on the next exhale, roll the spine down again, upper, middle and lower back down. until your lower back is touching the floor, and then come back to the neutral position. 2 more, breathing in and then sliding your spine back up, imprinting lower back onto the floor. Knees are going forwards and away, hips are reaching up, ribs draw in. Good. And then slowly rolling down a little bit. Francesca, turn your toes a little bit further forward so that they parallel the feet. Bring the toes a little bit more in. Yes. Maybe to the camera angle. That's it. Breathing in. And one more time, lifting up the hips. And hold it here now. Hold it here. Now reach your arms up to the ceiling. And then nice and slowly start to lean the arms back over your head. So reach them up and over the head. They might not touch the floor. So just let them reach far above your head, arms straight. And now slide your spine down. Try to reach your arms up and away from you. Up and away. So once your tailbone touches the floor, which is quite difficult, that lower bit of the spine, find the neutral position and then bring the arms forward and back down next to your hips. And then breathing in. Exhaling, slide your hips back up. Back to your bridge, pressing a bit into the hands, activating your glutes. And then inhaling, reaching your arms up and over the head. Reach them beyond the skull, far away from you. And then keep reaching. And then slide your spine back down. So you're stretching out from under the armpits. That's it, good. And then one more, arms come up and down. Inhaling. And you're exhaling and you're lifting up through the hips. Activating your glutes. Pressing a little into the hands. And then keep the arms just up towards the ceiling. And then have one arm up and the other arm down. And then alternate. So keeping the feet pressing into the floor and just alternate the arms. Inhaling to switch and pressing up through the feet. Just one more round, switching the arms. Glutes are still engaging, don't let the hips drop. And then bring both hands down to the floor and roll down through the hips. Well done. Breathing in, give your legs a little shake. Good. And then bring the feet a little bit wider so that your toes are touching the sides of your mat. And from here, just drop your knees over towards the left. And then bring them back up. And drop the knees over to the left. To the right, sorry. And then bring them back up. And then again, lift them. Drop them over to the right. And then over to the left. Okay. Good. And then heave the knees facing upwards. And then just lift up your hips straight away into a bridge. Your knees are a little bit wider now and the toes are turning out to the feet, to the side. And we're going to lower halfway down only and then lift up through the hips. 8 times. Here we go. Lower and lift up. And lower and 2. And lower and 3. And lower and 4. Activate the glutes. 5. Lower and 6. Lower and 7 and lower and 8. Hold it here, come onto your tiptoes and then tiny little pulses up through the hips for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1 and then bring slowly the spine down, keeping high onto the tiptoes. Well done. And then one more time. Bring the heels down and then drop your knees either side. So again, letting them rotate side to side. And then come rolling onto your, well, the side that you want to roll onto. I'm rolling onto my right side. I think this is your left, so I'm going to try to reverse it. Lie on the side. Have your weight ready. My weight is gone. Where's my weight ready? Here it is. Have your weight ready. Bend your knees. Bend your knees and have your waistline slightly lifted from the floor, so you're not pushing the side on the floor, you lift it a little bit. And knees are stacked on top of each other. Now have the weight right in front of your belly button and rest your upper arm on your rib cage. Hold the weight gently with your hands, so if it's a water bottle or if it's a can, just gently so you're not gripping it. And then think of the back of your shoulders and think of your arm as a water tap that you can turn on
and close again. And all we're going to do is we're just going to see if we can lift the weight just a little bit and then bring it back down. So just like a hinge. Just notice with him, just a little bit, keeping the upper arm on the side. And then try to reach the arm into the height of your hip. Notice what happens in your shoulder and bring it back down. So it's just like not a screw there, but as if you're working into the rotation of the shoulder blade. So think of the shoulder blade pulling back, and that's lifting your hand. So you're not doing it from your arm or your wrist. It's actually the shoulder blade that's drawing back, and that's lifting the weight up. Keep the elbow bent. That's it. So your shoulder blade is pulling back, and that's making your hand lift the weight. And then keep the arm lifted, keep the hand lifted, and then just straighten out through the arm and bend it. And 3 more. Straighten out, exhale, and bend it. So the elbow is bent. Have a look if you're not sure. Elbow is bent, so the weight is just in height of your hip, and then you straighten the arm so the weight is next to your buttocks. That's it, and then you bend it. 1 more. Good. And then keep the weight bent, and then just turn the palm to face the front. Your elbow is still bent, and then bring it back down. So again, the shoulder blade is drawing together to the other shoulder blade, and then you're lifting the arm. That's it. The waist, good. And 2 more. It should feel like intense in your shoulder. Good, Sophie, that's it. Don't let your wrist bend, so keep your wrist straight. And then release the arm, and then just do a little circle with the arm. Stretch it forward, and just do a little nice circle if you've got space. Well done. Good. From here, release the weight over for a moment and just rest your hand in front of you. And then from here, point your toes, take a breath in. And then from here, lift up your top leg. And then bring it down again. And lift up your top leg. And bring it down again. Lift up the top leg. Exhale, bring it down. And lift up the top leg, pressing down on the bottom leg and down. Now lift up the top foot. So your whatever side of, and again, lift up your top foot. So rotating inwardly with your femur bone. And again, lift up the top foot. 1 more time. Lift up the top foot. And then hold it here. And then bring up your bottom foot. And then lower both feet. And again, lift up both feet. And lower. 2 more. Lift up both feet. Knees are bent. That's it. Keep the waist slightly lifted. Last one. Lift up both feet. Now open the top knee. So you have like a diamond shape here. Beautiful. And then from here, both legs lower. And again, exhaling. Both feet lift, both knees open. And you lower. 2 more. Exhaling, hold it there for a moment. And lower, you got it, Isabel, that's it. And last one. Lift up, hold it. This is the mean one. Knees together. Bring your top knee to the bottom knee. And then open the knees again. 3 more. Bring top knee to the lower knee. And then open it again. Heels together. And top knee to the bottom knee. And heels together. And top knee to the bottom knee. Lower leg lifts. That's it. And knees together. And then lower back down. And then give your back a little drum here. And then straighten your bottom leg. Your top leg is bent in front of you at 90 degrees. And then start to point your bottom foot. And then lift up your lower leg. Keep the leg nice and straight. And little circles with your straight leg. And then changing direction, working your adductors. Well done. And then release the leg for a moment. And then bringing your bottom arm out to the side. Relax your head And then start a big circle, if you have space, over your head, so you can stretch out your top arm, so my right arm all the way up and over to the side. If it's too intense for a twist, you can bend both knees or maybe hold your top knee and then reach the arm forward again. If you don't have space over the top, then just reach the arm all the way up and over and see if you can have a little twist here and then bring the arm back forward. Try to avoid letting the top hip flare backwards, so you want to keep the hips on top of each other. That's it, Sophie, keep going. And just do 2 more in your own time. So expanding through the arm. With your breath. Good. And last one, all the way up and over. And then hold it here. You can bend your knees a little bit more up towards your right elbow and hold your top leg with the right hand. And then coming back to the front and then press into your bottom hand, push the floor away and come onto your elbow. You can be mindful of your shoulder. If you have any shoulder issues, then please skip this one. I'm going to come into side lift, so your heels are in line with your hips and the shoulders. Don't sink into your shoulders, so you want to press down into your elbow, lift up a little through your waistline, draw the navel in. For support, you can maybe even have the hand on the floor, or if it's too much, just move your rib cage up and down. That can be an alternative. Otherwise, take a breath in and then lifting up through the hip. Keep your neck nice and long and inhaling, lowering down. Exhaling to lift up. Inhale to lower down. Exhale to lift up. One more. Inhale to lower down. Exhale and lift up and hold. Hold it here. Maybe hand on the hips, hand up. Little pulses. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Release, come back down, and then bend your knees a little bit more, push the floor away, and then change your legs and come to the other side. Lie on your side to finish one more time. That's going to be okay. Take your weight again, and then bending your knees so they're stacked on top of each other, waistline is a little bit lifted. Your weight is in front of your belly button, your upper arm, so my left arm, your right, so my right, your left arm is resting on your ribs. And then just a little gentle lift through the hand. Trying to draw the shoulder blades back, just feel the weight, slow it down. Just feeling the weight, see what happens in your arm. And then feel the shoulder blade, imagine the shoulder blade is drawing back. And lift your hand the height of your hip. Just a little, that's it, Francesca. Okay. Breathing out, holding it there for a moment, and lowering it back down. And breathing out, shoulder blade draws back, and you bring it back down. And lifting. Isabel, bring the weight in front of your belly button. Is it in front of your belly button? Yes. Okay, good, it is. Just camera angle. And then holding it here, and then straighten the arm so the weight comes next to your hip. And bend it again. And exhale, straighten the arm. Still the shoulder blade draws back and bend it. 2 more. Exhale, straighten the arm. And bend it. Don't let the shoulder fall forward. Straighten the arm. And then bend it, keep it bent. And all you're doing is trying to rotate the palm forward as the shoulder blade draws back. And then bring it back to the height of your hip. And shoulder blade draws back. Try not to let the wrist hang, so the hand and the elbow in one line are in one line. Good, Sophie, that's it. That's it, Ruth. Last one. Rolling the shoulder back and then releasing the arm. And then just do a little circle with your arm backwards. Just 3 circles. Well done. And then from here, you can have the hand again in front of your chest, or you can have it on your hip. And then just starting to lift up your top leg, so your left, and then lower it again, and lift up the top leg, and lower, and for 3, exhaling, and lower, press down a little into your right leg, and then lift up the knee, and bring it back down, so small movement, lift up the knee, and lower, for 3, and for 4. Now we're going to combine the movement, bringing, the knees down, then lift up one more time that foot, and then bring the bottom foot up, and we're both lowering the legs, both knees, and then both feet lift up, and lower like a mermaid's tail, 3, exhaling, and back down, and 4, exhaling, stay there. Now we're going to open up the top knee, and lower both down, and open up the top knee, lifting up the feet, and back down, and 3, and back down. I changed my order, I'm so sorry, and 4, holding it here. Now knees together, both knees together, keep the lower leg where it is, and then heels together, and again both knees together, lower leg stays where it is, and heels together, good, and 1 more, that's nice, 2 more, and heels together, and knees together, and heels together. This is a burner, right? And then slowly lowering it back down, and give your back a little drum, and then straighten out your bottom leg, press down into the hand if you like, and then lift up your bottom leg, point the toes in little circles with your right leg. Keep drawing into the core, head and neck are soft, and change direction, go the other way around. Good. That's it. Well done. And then release. Good. And then from here, bending both knees in, bring your lower arm in front of you, so your right arm, and then you can make 4 circles. So either with the arm stretched out over the head, you can also hold your knees so that they don't fall out to the side, and then reaching back up and over, or you can reach, if you don't have space, just over the front, exhaling to the side, and then again reaching up and over. I'm overrunning just 5 minutes. I hope you're okay. If you have to go, let me know. Nearly done. So last round, and then just hold it out to the side for a moment. You can also keep the lower leg stretched out if you had that variation. Deep breath into the ribs, and then coming back up, stretching out through the arms. Good. And we're going to finish off on our belly. So just roll yourself onto your belly, and from here just bring the arms by the side, so the hands are just in height of your shoulders, and you have the elbows pointing backwards, hips are relaxed on the floor, toes are pointed back, and then again starting to press your pubic bone a little bit into the floor so your tailbone lengthens away from you, and then draw your shoulders back so your neck is long, and then anchor through your lower ribs and start to peel your chest off the floor. Try not to lift your chin too high, so you want to keep rolling up gradually, and then slowly rolling yourself back down on your exhale. And again, inhaling, roll the shoulder blades back, try to use your back muscles, and then rolling yourself slowly back down. 2 more. Inhaling. We're not pressing into the hands just yet, so try and imagine you're leaning back into a big beach ball. Pubic bone draws down, or shoulder blades roll back together and down, and then come back down. This time we're going to come a little higher, so this time press a little bit into the hands and try to roll your shoulders back. As you move your hands towards you, try to let the collarbones come forward and up, and then roll yourself slowly back down. If this is too intense for you, just continue rolling the shoulder blades back, and maybe holding it for a little moment, pulling your hands towards you so you don't have to straighten the arms. And then just do 2 more, lifting up a little. Don't push forward, so you're not straightening the arms and pushing the shoulder blades up. So you want to draw the shoulder blades back and down. That's it. So you should feel this also in your tricep. Rosie, roll the shoulders down a bit. Pull them away. That's it. Yeah. Good. And last one. And then release. Good. And then from here, rest your forehead onto your hands. Point your toes, draw the belly in. And then on your exhale, lift up the right leg, squeeze the glutes and just lengthen the leg away from you. And then inhale, lower the leg down. And then the left leg, lift up the left leg away from you, pointing the toes, draw the belly in. And inhaling back down. Just one more each side, lift up the right leg, lengthen it away. And inhale down. Exhale, left leg lifts. Inhaling back down, and you can do one more round, or otherwise lift both legs up, try and squeeze the glutes together. And back down, keep the shoulders and legs soft on the floor. Just focus on the legs, lifting up the legs, squeeze them away from you. And back down, and then lift up both legs and see if you can just tap the heels together really quickly, tapping the heels together. Tap, 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 with the legs nice and straight. That's it, press really quick. That's it. Tap the heels together as well. That's it. Tap, tap, tap for another 3, 2, relax the shoulders, and 1, release. Good. Wiggle the hips out a little bit. And then just last one, bring the hands back towards your hips. Roll your shoulders back, keep your neck long. Peel your shoulder blades backwards towards your hips, point your toes, and then lift your arms off the floor. Hold it here, and then from here, little taps with your little finger towards your hips. Keeping the neck nice and long, tapping like a penguin, your fingertips into the hips. Squeeze the glutes a little bit for another 4, 3, shoulders back, 2, and down, and relax. Good. And then bend your knees, maybe rest one cheek on the mat, and just drop your feet either side of your body. Well done, good. And then from here, pressing, so bring the feet down, bring the hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes under, and then just press the floor away slowly. And pull your hips back. Good. In from here, your variation. If you want to come to just a little more cow curl, just to soften the spine, you can come to another little hover. Or maybe we can just finish with a nice plank position, pressing into the heels, holding the position. Good. Draw the hips forward. Find your variation. Hands right underneath your shoulders. Good, and then slowly release, bring your knees down. Now option, you can come to a child's pose just to finish. You can also come to a little downward dog. That's not for all of you. You can also come to a child's tabletop and just press your right leg back, so you also have a little hamstring stretch sensation. That could be an alternative. See what your body needs for a moment just to finish off. And when you're ready, let's all come back to standing by pressing into the feet, drawing your hands now back towards your knees. Bend your knees a lot if you want, or any other way that feels okay for you to come back. And then when you're ready, pressing into your feet, draw your hips slightly back, tuck your tailbone under, and slowly come back up to standing. Once we're back to standing, come face the front. And bring your feet again into a nice hip width position. And then bring your weight a little bit in so that you're drawing back to the heel. That's it, Ruth. Good. Let your shoulder blades hang down the back, arms by your side. And just turn your toes slightly in. That's it, so that they're more facing forward. Might feel a bit unusual. Good, if that works. Don't worry if not. And then from here, just roll your shoulders again up to your ears and roll them down. And one more time, roll them up and down. Go the other direction. Roll them back up, backwards and forward. Roll them up and forwards. And then take a nice breath in, reach your arms up.
Interlace your fingers and push up through the palms. Draw the navel and make yourself nice and long. As you draw the belly slightly in and the tailbone long and down. Try to lift yourself a little up through, wriggling side to side just a little. Like a little worm. And then release the arms out to the side. Good. And let's come one more time up to tiptoes. Press into your feet. Reach your arms up and try to be nice and soft in your shoulders. So you're nice and long. Your legs are strong, but your shoulders and your neck are relaxed and you have a soft gaze in front of you. Good. And then just reach the arms out to the side. Well done, everyone's nice and balanced. And just bend your knees. Reach your arms out. And bend your knees. And arms up. And bend your knees. Arms up. Release your arms down to the side. Lift your shoulders up. And drop them. And lift the shoulders up. And drop. And lift the shoulders up. And drop. And if you like, close your eyes. And just see if you can find that length through the spine. Feeling that you're using the right amount of effort to stand nice and tall. Shoulders and neck relaxed. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Good. And I thank you so much for joining me today. Well done. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Drink lots of water and hope to see you again soon.